Good afternoon. My name is Julio Adrian Longoria. Today is Sunday, April 12th, 2026. Time is 1:56 p.m. Central Time. This assignment is for CPMT 2433 TY1 Computer Integration Hybrid. This is a video overview of Chapter 10 Labs from 10.1 to 10.5, excluding 10.4. Heads-on Lab 10.1, configuring the Internet Information Services. This was done using Server Manager on the Windows Server 2019 VM2 virtual machine. I'm currently logged in to Windows Server 2019 VM2 on server 492 to install IIS, add roles features, server roles, select web server IIS, these are the tools assigned to it. Make sure to check the IIS management console. This here is the Internet Information Services Manager. Here we get to see our recent connections. So we have the local host, which is the computer name for the computer in Windows Server 2019 VM2. We get connection tasks, online resources. If we click the local host, we're given different options that we can use. Authentication. As you can see, for the authentication feature, there is currently a anonymous authentication enabled and a ASP.NET impersonation disabled. To go back, click back. We have compression, default document, directory browsing, error pages, handler mapping, HTTP response, logging, different file types, modules, output catching, request filtering, server certificates. Here is the server certificate I created for this for the computer in Windows Server 2018 VM2, and this ensures the identity of a remote computer and has the ability for all issuance policies, and it's valid for a year. When you get the details here, certification path, and certificate is okay. So we go back. We have worker processes, configuration editor, feature delegation, and shared configuration. Application pools. This is where you would manage the list of application pools on the server. Currently, there's only one pool. Sites, default website, status, and it starts at HTTP, and it's bound to port 80, and we have the host address mentioned there. or if it's a secured connection, it's assigned to port 443 HTTPS. And this is tied to the www root, which should load the default IIS page. Here you could make changes to the default website, the marketing app folder. You can make changes to the assigned folder here. So let me go ahead and close. This is the full address for the host. And go ahead and type in the first part. There we go. As you can see, by typing in the host address, this will take you to the default page for IIS Windows Server. So here I typed in the secured address, HTTPS, the host address. We're prompted with a security alert. Click OK, and this takes you to the default IIS Windows Server page. So now I'm gonna access the page from this connection here, which is tied to the marketing app. We get a security alert. Click yes, and this will also take you to the IIS Windows Server default page. Hands-on Lab 10.2 Windows Containers. I'll be showing how to use Docker Hub via the PowerShell as the administrator after it's been installed. So I will go ahead and log in to Docker using the Docker login commandlet. So let me go ahead and just copy. Username is right there, but I'll go ahead and type it in again. This will be prompt me to enter my password. Login succeeded. So now we will search for the IIS images using the following commandlet: docker search IIS. So copy that. It gives you the available images right here. Okay, so that's confirmed. So let's go ahead and view the images with commandlet docker images. Copy. You can see we have the IIS and Microsoft Server Core IIS and Nano Server. So let's view what containers are currently running using Docker PS. Currently, there's no running containers. So let's go ahead and create. I'm going to create two just to demonstrate. So to create new containers, go ahead and copy this commandlet, paste. Okay, that's one, and one more. Go ahead and there we go. Okay. So now we're going to confirm that they're running using Docker PS. As you can see, we got two containers running. They've been up for so long. Each one has their own port. So let us try navigating to the IIS webpage using the containers. So after confirming the IP address for the Ethernet adapter 4, which is 172.29.8.116, I was able to successfully navigate to the default IIS webpage. So with that in mind, I made the changes to the second container address. And it does the same result. It takes you to the default IIS webpage. So in order to stop the running containers, we will go back to PowerShell and we will run this commandlet. And type in the rest. Okay, that should have stopped. And let's confirm. There are currently no running containers. So let's go ahead and remove them using this command. Right here, just confirm. And as you can see, delete the containers. Hands-on Lab 10.3 WSL, or Windows subsystem for Linux. What this does is it adds a compatibility layer that allows Windows to run Linux distributions. In this case, it's going to be Ubuntu. It also allows Linux command line tools, utilities, and applications to run side by side with Windows. So I currently have the Ubuntu 18.4 LTS running here. So let's type in SU and prompt with a password. And now we are in the root server 492. From here, let us start the Apache web browser with this commandlet. Okay. Let's see the running processes. These are the processes currently running. Now let me test this one more time. Okay, as you can see, this is the custom web page I created. Lab 10.5 nano server. I'm gonna go ahead and log in to Docker using the commandlet docker login. Confirm my username and password. Login success. Now I'm going to create a isolated container using the following commandlet. Okay. Now I will check the status or state using docker ps -a nano server is up. I'll go ahead and start the server. As you can see, I'm currently in the nano server. So let me check the IP address. That is currently the IP address assigned to the nano server. I'll go ahead and change directory. These are the current directory files. Note the amount of files that are within the directory are less than what actually would appear if I was to go into the Windows directory on the local host and get services. These are the services currently running in the nano server, which is also limited compared to the services that will be running on the Windows OS. And I will go ahead and stop the server using docker stop nano server template. Okay, this has been a video overview of Chapter 10 Hands-on Labs 10.1 to 10.5, excluding 10.4. Thank you for watching.